The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Gun. Check 56. Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Newton on first down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
And they drop it for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Passer defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 52 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, the underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. A first down throw from Mayfield. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Mayfield to throw it. That is caught by Cohen. First down Titans, gain of 12. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Mayfield on first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math. I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to it? And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
What up, you?
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
I think it sounds better now if I do this.
Pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Yeah.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So basically, you just want to be clicking on to, if you're going to be mid-blitzing, you got to click on to make sure you get the user sack. It's a lot of user plays will help you score, just because you guys don't know.
Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight.
And then
he was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something.
Or
there's nothing available there for him.
Ross on the return. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans.
I would recommend you come out and level sell, and you literally just go for completions and touchdowns. So,
first down, Mayfield.
Boom, right there. Open the bag. First down. You need a lot of first downs, too. Make sure you're getting a lot of first downs.
From the gun, Mayfield. And this one's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But now it'll be third down. To throw, Mayfield.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle.
Hold on to the ball, Kittle, man.
But you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one,
I don't know how to hit those out routes like that, though. I think you need to touch pass it.
Tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here,
I think they're still in zone anyway, so.
And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Really?
Oh, boy. But this one is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Mayfield looks to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there, and the Titans have taken the lead. It took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on fourth down.
Played a game.
Not
Fearless.
Forget about that.
Fearless is ridiculous.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, fourth down, they went for it.
This will be taken very short.
Dang,
and a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So definitely I would recommend you put one of your strongest or one of the harder hitting free safeties or a strong safety even at free safety number 2
that
for kick returns.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that.
I need some user sacks. I need something. I need to get going here.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews, so I guess let's do just that as we'll have things.
Oh man.
When this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Give him 14 on that one. And a first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively.
All right, I'm going to lean towards your side.
Ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And it's complete.
Dude, they hold on to everything, man.
And
Cam is dotting me up.
Almost to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. To throw is Newton. That'll be caught right side by Reed. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Oh, of course I'm the one who got screwed picked up.
And the Titans able to bring him down. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
They didn't get
Gets to him again. Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll
so I'm going to try to score really quick, and then I'm going to... And I'm probably going to end up trying to force a fumble or something. So it shouldn't be that hard to score on them. I don't know what playbook this is. This isn't the playbook I've been using.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next
possession. I don't know why I changed my
playbook. He's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes. No interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team.
O'Donnell Street. It's either cover 2 or some type of cover 2.
I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Beckham, just like I wanted.
Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Titans. Odell Beckham, 89 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
I got to actually, focus up and try more.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
If Cam Newton would have hit that, I would have tight.
The clock, lip your wounds into half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing is Newton. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first down, now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 3rd and long, it's Newton. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4. And now it's 4th down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A final shot before the break. Newton.
Oh, wow.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete.
Wow, dude, I don't know if you guys peeped that, but that's cool.
An abbreviated
but okay.
halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's got to like what he's seen from himself so far, right, Charles? He's just looking, had a great first half, good here in the 3rd quarter, just looking to keep that going.
So what you're saying is he can't wait to watch the game film on this one, right?
That section.
Oh, he's going to love what he sees, but he wants to finish up strong, continue to be as sharp as what we've seen in this game, and find a way to close it out with even bigger numbers. No interceptions is probably his favorite stat.
Yeah, and the 3 touchdowns, too. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. And defensively, they were.
You always let the clock run down to 20, just in case. That way, there's no Excel clock.
to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack.
I'm going to get James White. I'm literally going to create like a solo battles team.
Can really generate big
hold on to it.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions, and just like that.
Well, I can't take a timeout, so we're going to keep this going. I know my players are probably tired.
If you want to run it now, you may very
Dude, Anthony Barr is so annoying.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit
more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
What? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
Graves with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool.
What's the point of having a big hitting safety if you're just going to bounce off?
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
Oh, man.
Along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying,
finally, user play.
Give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is
under pressure, and he will go down.
5 sacks for TJ,
at the 38. TJ Watt. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
There we go.
Back to throw, Newton.
Just as I say that.
Oh, the pressure too great.
Maybe you just got to come down
once more. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a
I'm just going to score real quick.
And a defensive player of the year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
I'm not going to lie.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times
the throw Baker. What? Yo,
I
Michael Thomas definitely had a
wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Charles, thinking back to what you said in the 1st quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. They only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 30 yards there. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them.
Ooh, Denzel Ward just picked that.
You're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Mayfield now. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The Titans
Position-wise, we're not doing too bad.
And move the chains as well.
I should have 35 points, but I messed up.
To some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. We're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in there.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
If I had a bigger hitter in, probably would have been a fumble or something along those lines.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
I should
Some
use a
people
swap
like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Newton now to throw. Oh, There's that man again. It's complete. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Newton on first down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To try again after the sack. Newton looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know if you
thank you, Kittle. Thank you so much. Jeez.
Now here's a look for the end zone.
Jeez, Kittle, I can't thank you enough for that one, dude.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charlie, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A gain of 13, it's a first down. Mayfield, that's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it.
What Baker, attaboy. Let's freaking go, dude.
It's caught for a touchdown, and the
Let's go,
continues.
man.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how
That was clutch,
it works.
Baker.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to
Let's see if we
face
could
the
get a
guy.
user
Well,
hit
they
sick
might if
fumble.
they're the same
Ideally,
going head-to-head.
user hit sick
That's
fumble.
Virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
Fumble there, and we would have scored. That would have been really good. That would have been really, really good. So I don't think we did too bad. We might have done like a 23-7-5, somewhere around there. 23-500. That's not necessarily the best, but hey. Let's see. What did we do? That was good XP. 24, which is really good. I was not expecting 24. That was actually pretty high. Higher than what I was expecting. Considering last week I was getting 23-7-80, and I felt like I was doing pretty good, but that's better for me, man. I don't mind. So definitely completions, first down, stuff like that. Yeah.
It's the second round of the Madden.
So basically, guys, I'm just gonna be like, whenever I get the opportunity to stream, when I get the opportunity, when I get the opportunity to stream my solo battles, I definitely will, because it's cool, like letting you guys see like how it works, like, you know, the scheme that I'm doing and stuff like that. So, you know, definitely like to share those type of things, just in case you guys struggle or anything, you know. But having fast players and big hitters, forgot to change that, by the way.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield.
Come on.
And incomplete to open things up.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne and tries to knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That would be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
So I don't really care about getting Baker's X factor enabled right now. Basically, I'm just worried about getting completions, first downs, and scoring touchdowns.
It's big because it's the opening drive. So
that helps user points.
Keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. Threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right, that opening drive, keep those chains moving.
This is being covered this entire.
After that last catch, good for 8 yards.
What?
Throwing again on second down,
he was a
but
defender.
this time it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some
Hold on to it. That's all it is, Odell.
Have a chance to affect
Money
the
down.
pass.
All right, let's go.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Here's Mayfield. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 25 yards that
Ball
time.
security is very important in solo battles. You guys need to score literally every possession.
How about this
That's the best thing I
drive?
can
Being
tell you.
aggressive, slinging it around.
I'll probably do more of a video type of thing on solo battles, but
throwing it and they're being very successful.
that'll be later
Game
on.
not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Beckham's tired.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score.
See how close Baker is now? At this point, I may as well get it because I probably won't get sacked for the whole
You
game.
gotta love that.
It's
9-play
quick, simple
drive
read,
results in
so.
6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace.
All right.
If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Dang it.
And they're going to start this
I
drive
gotta
in
get
pretty
some
good
bigger
shape
hitters.
as they get it out past the 30.
I don't know what playbook this is because this is not my
Now
playbook.
here's 1st and 10.
Well, that's Phillip.
Running it with the NFL's offensive rookie
Ooh, I
of
thought I
the
was
year
gonna
a
get it.
season
Thought I
ago,
was gonna get the
Saquon
corner.
Barkley. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while.
He's a sack, baby. There we go.
Let's
add into the points.
T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect.
Let me see if I get a user alert
What
here.
you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage.
Okay, that's
And if
fine.
you
As
do
long as they
that,
don't get the
you get a
first
chance
on
to find some
that,
people
which they
downfield.
shouldn't.
But if
Perfect.
they audible themselves and go into a blitz,
You want to at least get the
then it's
ball
gotta
twice in
happen
the first
right
quarter.
now or very
Run up
soon.
those completions for sure.
Exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
That's way back in there.
And that'll hit
So,
in the end zone. Much too much
run up
leg
these
there. That'll be a
completions again.
touchback. And here
Let's
comes
try to get
Tennessee
Baker's
as they
ability
get set to take the
enabled
field.
so we
They'll
can
be
have
looking to duplicate the efforts of
reliable
drive number
targets.
1 that resulted in 7 points and a
reliable
7-zip
throw.
lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the
Beckham
gate,
right
as they
there.
would say when you're running the big-time
And that should be
races.
Baker's
Means they
in
get out to
zone
a
right
fast
there.
start. They're setting the pace,
Yep,
making the other team chase now.
I think defensively you're okay
So
with
you
that.
can't
Here
throw
in
a
the first
pick and you
quarter, he's gonna
can't-
get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like
Come
what
on,
you just
Kittle.
said. First quarter,
So you can't throw a pick and you
can
can't
do
take a
it
sack.
all game
No,
long?
those are the rules.
They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard.
I should've
to
just
pick
went
up
down
first
and
downs,
hurried up.
and you tend to stall them out when you do
I
that.
don't know if I'm going to be able to get
First down, Titans, gain of 12.
We
I should be
always
able to,
talk about
actually.
having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once
see
he
if we
gets
can run
in
the ball a
space,
little
that's
bit.
usually a good matchup for him.
There's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And give him about
I had,
5
like,
as he
a
gets
major
this up
first
to the
down right there,
48-yard
but okay.
line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said.
That's
there.
fine.
Sometimes
You know, even getting tackled, maybe not even like, although it probably wasn't a loss, getting tackled, as long as you complete the pass, that's good. See right there, that's not
where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. That is the
Nicky
first
boy.
time that they've targeted him that he has not come down.
I think
with
this
a
is a
catch.
blitz, so Nick Chubb should be right open. If not,
A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. To throw, Mayfield over the middle to Beckham.
he got the first.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
Forgot what
There,
game
it'll
it
be
was.
2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5.
Good job.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. McManus's point after is good. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he
Did
broke
not
the huddle.
need
I
to
like
kick
the play
with the
call.
pass
Just get it
pass.
to me.
For
I'll
sure
take
did
care of
not.
the rest of it.
Helping
But
out his rack, right?
it's fine. They have use check. You see, like, use check is one of the more annoying guys to tackle. He's more like a running back.
And they're going to start this drive
Plays
in
like a
pretty good
running back,
shape
a
as they
running
get it
back.
up past the 30. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
All right, Baker, stay warm. We're about to get this ball
Coming
back.
up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights.
Oh, user alert!
And it's intercepted.
I've
It's
seen
the
that play way too
receiver,
many times.
Thomas, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than
I thought they
make
weren't
throw
going to give
like
it to me
this.
for a second.
This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Dude, yo, solo battles really, like, I don't know. They're crazy. The fact that it just hit off my guy's back like that.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, hold on. Yep, good job, Beckham. Just hold on to that for me.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard
Hold on to that ball for me. Hold on to that rock.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast.
Fudge, I took the
Pressure
sack.
gets there and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it.
Oh, you see, as soon as we take the sack, of course we would need it. And I had Chubb wide open.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will
Dang,
not see a
man.
quarterback of
Can't
his
believe I
caliber
missed that.
miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he missed.
And
Touchdown,
he
baby.
will
Take it.
score. Touchdown, Titans. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
All right, let's see. We got him pretty deep, actually.
Short.
Good hit.
He's up across the 25
Fumble would have
and
been
down
lit
at the
there.
28-yard line.
I gotta make sure I switch to Bro Peppers for next game.
And Green Bay
Switch
getting
into my
ready to
free
go as
safety,
they
too.
take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here or inability to put any points
Oh,
up.
yeah.
This one might be
Oh,
over by half.
Use a hit stick, I'll take it. It's a use or something.
Calling every play for a big shot
BT's having quite
downfield.
the
You know,
game.
thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience.
Oh, man, I wanted that one. I wanted that one. I know Ty Law is going to get a good press on Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown over there, so I know I got to jump more towards the right.
Hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know.
All right, so we're doing really good.
Got to get more help.
I would like to think so. If we could get the ball back one more time, even a couple more completions, if not one play touchdown. Another hit stick.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 32
I think I'm going to go for a deep touchdown. I wish they would show you matchups again. Before they used to show you who was faster than who had what, but now they don't do that anymore. I used to check that a lot. So I got Torrey Holt on the end. If I don't like, I think they're going soft over the middle. It looks like they're covered too tight.
You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
They've been watching my film. They already know. They already know when Beckham goes on the streak, it's going long. Let's see if we can find Torrey here.
And if it does,
yeah,
it can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A gain of 6
Come on.
First.
I need at least a field goal here, man.
On the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now a timeout.
You know what? We'll just go.
Left in the first half.
I don't want to make a mistake. Nah, we're just going to go with the field goal. I don't have any more time.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
Perfect kick. We have +7 win. That better go in. That better be nothing. Yeah, no doubt right there.
Down the middle. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0.
So, I need to get some bigger hitters in terms of right outside linebackers. I don't think you can get a big hitter fullback, so.
Not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So, I think I'll just upgrade accordingly. So, probably buy some power-ups, upgrade some people, and do it like that. That's a good kick right
Teams
there.
appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter
That's
number 3.
That's a really good kick.
This will be taken short.
Denzel Ward is not going to lay no boom. He has a 48 hit power and 47 tackling in general, so. This kick gets quite annoying now.
About ready to take possession here. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string.
There's a sack. Let's go, man. Let's go. Do it.
T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see.
No, you're about to get whacked, Thielen. That juke, that side juke right there saved your life, big dog.
You bring your running back in to try and keep you clean, but in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now Rivers, he'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 29
right away.
yards on 3rd down.
But I press triangle. Oh, is it the same play?
Tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't honor a heavy
use your sack again, not falling for the running back BS.
T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Caught on the right side,
hit stick, beat me.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles a big time, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
First down. Perfect.
Good
job, Beckham.
Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Not sure if that's a blitz coming off that side, but sliding him right anyways.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield going right back to Beckham here.
Hey man, let's just keep getting these first downs until the third quarter ends. I just need Beckham to hold on to the ball.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Fudge! Oh man, that was a horrible read. I need to wait a little bit longer.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Good defense. Thank you so much. They came on that formation that makes it all weird.
Second down. Well, the trials and
tribulations. All right, so I'm going to lean towards the left here. Probably slant, so.
Well, he has been sacked in
Why?
TJ Watt, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, he's going to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Or hit stick.
Let's go. Wanting to risk an injury. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe
if I block a field goal, I would be so
lit. I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help him a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not,
get
something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
It looks like the middle's weak again, unless it's cover 4.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it's going to be second down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They give to Chubb out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second.
Hold on to it, Chubb. Hold on. Let's go. That's a first down. So this was actually best case scenario.
There, first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here.
I know for a fact I'm getting in here.
In the NFL, being able.
And he will take this one for a Titans touchdown.
All right. We need to get the ball one more time.
Taking it in. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Get the ball one more time. At least put up 38.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score.
I'm having Jamal Adams to safety number 2.
And off it goes.
Just for solo battle, so.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left.
Good
Because
defense.
victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed.
Oh, user sack. I wasn't even looking. I was making sure he wasn't going to throw it downfield.
Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Off the play fake here.
Another user sack, baby. You're on fire in this game. We're on fire. We're going to get the ball back. I'm going to try to score right away and get more sacks.
As it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
I would even score on a kick return here. Like, if I can, I'm scoring it.
This will be taken at the 13.
Never mind.
A great return there of 22 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there.
I think it's all, no, all-out blitz, but not the one I was thinking. Odell, let's go, Odell. Sherman can't catch him. Sherman can't catch him. Oh, but that guy can.
I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,
get in there. Let's go, Chubb. Let's go.
Again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to
I should be level 50, I think, by the time I'm done with all these. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the
I'll do a
clincher,
video
the
on
proverbial
my full
icing on the
legend.
cake,
So.
if you will.
See, it'd be interesting to see what legends come out this weekend.
And that will extend this big lead. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided
That was quite
game?
an impressive goal. Cross body like that.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize
Oh,
how
I thought they were going to
poorly
give it to me.
everything went for us today.
That would have been
Coaching,
so
playing, the whole
lit.
deal. And never forget it.
That's a lot
You're
of
not going to want
points.
that feeling.
No, you don't want that
Forcing
feeling again. And
turnovers
who
like
knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Throwing again on second down. Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Rivers.
Ooh, user pick would have been good there too.
Clock down now to 13 seconds. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Rivers now.
No, use your slot,
Complete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go
If I could
for
score
it with
here,
such little
that'd be so
time
perfect.
remaining. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on down.
I know
Good
for a
starting
fact
field
Sherman can't
position
keep
for
up
them as
with
they come
Odell.
up 1st and 10.
That's what we're going to do.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. He's going to loft one deep over the
Oh,
middle.
shoot, that might be a pick.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
See, man, turnovers are no
That'll
bueno.
bring up second down. An
Turn
incomplete
the ball
pass on first
over.
down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Oh, damn.
Now one final
I should have just threw straight at him.
incomplete, and
That's
is
not
how
bad.
this
That's not a
one
bad
will come
completion
to an
percentage.
end.
Let's see what we got here. So user skill bonus, almost 1,000 points, which is good. Almost 1,000. So we did quite a good job, user-wise. 24,178, which is good. Let's see what top 100's looking like first. So Let's see what people are averaging. We'll look at number 10, 212, 844, divided by 9. Oh, they're averaging about 23. I don't think we're averaging about 23 right now. So we played, what, 7 games? 1, 6, 7, 9, 7, 6, divided by 7. We're averaging 23.9. So a couple 24-point games, and we'll be top 10, baby. We will be top 10. Oh, I forgot to change Jamal Adams, dude. Dang.
Ah, the big day has finally arrived. It's the coach.
Say I'm a
who will
homie.
win the crown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because when I used to cover...
Okay, so that's Khalil Mack. No wonder he's playing so bad in zone. He doesn't know what zone he's playing.
They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield.
I'm so happy they added that double tap to pump fake because I almost messed that up.
Defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary. Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen.
So if I do this, please tell me splits, perfect touchdown.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 3 yards out, and the Texans have taken the early lead. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they? They just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let me get this user pick real quick. User pick right here. User pick.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan.
He can't escape the pressure. The same pick. That's the same play I got to pick on last game.
The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
Yeah, I wanted to hit stick there, but
I think in most cases,
we're getting the ball back with pretty good time. So.
You know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And now out comes Houston. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
This drive starting off on the right foot.
Well, Max going to mess up his own again.
Mayfield to throw it. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mayfield on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you could actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect.
Take it out to the user bonus, out to the user bonus.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Philip Mack being bad at zone really helps.
First down. Mayfield. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield.
Do that, run out of bounds, get another first down. We'll try to run the ball in if possible.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Should be easy touchdown. There we go.
He's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Texans will add on to their lead.
I looked at my phone for a notification. I thought I missed it.
A solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown.
Okay, I gotta stop looking at notifications. I'm looking at my phone and I keep missing the kick. So, oh no.
This will be taken very short.
Another hit stick. Christian Kirksey, baby. I need a big hitter at right outside linebacker. Let me know some big hitters. I need some big hitters.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that.
Don't you guys dare. Don't you guys dare let him get a touchdown off of that.
Scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
What, bro? Come on, man.
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Todd Gurley, 30 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken at the 3. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. Odell Beckham
I need more easy plays, man.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now 21-7. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass, and that's one of the easiest drives.
I'm gonna get a fumble this game.
One play,
I'm getting one.
Touchdown.
I'm getting one.
This will be taken short.
You're done. Oh.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Now Baltimore gets set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it.
Put down, Matt. It's over. I need sacks.
T.J. Watt leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. After the sack on first down.
He threw that ball behind his head.
It is incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
Oh,
and
my.
they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Wait till Sean Taylor comes out. I'm going to be laying everybody out.
Stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. Oh, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Nope, I didn't get that one either.
Escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Morris. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him. Maybe even have a third person in the area and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while because I don't know that their talents are his. Because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. Mayfield looks to throw.
Baker can't do that. That's a lot.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be taken down at the 20
perfect completion percentage this game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And again, it's Mayfield.
Let's go, dude. I wasn't too sure about that one, but worked out.
Houston. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This will be taken very short.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's user points right there, man.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short.
That's a good
and he's
hit.
up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Up come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made
finally.
in that locker room.
Tackling for a
I never
freaking
want to
loss.
make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one. Here's Ryan.
Let's go.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
With the sack.
On the corner blitz that time,
We're balling on offense, so.
Ward.
I'm not sure how much it matters.
Someone's down 3 scores.
That
situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustration.
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game.
Well, I'm actually messing up that zone so bad.
Let's see if the offense gets done.
It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing.
I feel like my first incompletion is going to come by a Nick Chubb drop, so I'm going to try to avoid him for as long as oh, never mind.
You're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
First down, Mayfield.
Good.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 yards on the play, first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he
and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 24-yard touchdown, and the Texans will add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
All right. I need to lay the boom.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
56. Mike's 56.
Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. T.J. Watt getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Good.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Defensively, celebration time, because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To throw again on second down. Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. And it's 3rd and short. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Mayfield now. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Ryan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many.
That one was a good game. 24-7-80. Yeah, we're 66 and we haven't even played our you know, our last game. So if we beast out again, we could be in really good shape. We're gonna open and get a goal real quick. Dang. All right. So let's change active lineup. Let's create new empty. Actually, copy active lineup. Call it solo battles. Alright, so now that we got that, we're gonna do Calm down. Nick. Baker. Perfect. So now that that's out the way, we need we're gonna put Jamal. I think I could put Jamal Adams at strong safety, free safety number 2. And then cornerback 4 has to get changed, so we'll put that there. And then I'm gonna put Jabril Peppers at cornerback number 4 because he gets a lot of hit stick opportunities. So him and ET have the. Actually, I think I could put Pat Tillman in there. Okay, no, I think it's good. I don't think I have any hard hitting. Right outside linebackers. Let me see. What's his hit power? They don't show hit power right away. Right outside linebackers. 66. Demario Davis has 84. 82, 63, 78, 73, 73, 74. So we're going to do KJ. Alright, I think it's good. Alright. We should be ready to do hits. Big hits. Big hits only, you feel me?
It's the second round of the Madden Ultimate Team Playoffs. It's the coach in Orlando as we get you set for the...
Okay. Dang, I think I'm getting ball first. Damn it.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. So out come the Texans for their opening drive.
All right, let's see if I
They'll be
can.
led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield. On 1st and 10, Mayfield is going to find his running back. It's complete.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
If I can have another big game like that, I'm top
feel
like
they're
50.
part of it,
So.
and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
That's definitely what I was trying to do.
Misses the target.
He should have just took off.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's That's a nice
No, bro. That's ball, dude.
On fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Under 10, 10.
Ball, dude.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And complete to Zach Ertz. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because
How do I drop it? Come on. How do I drop it?
If you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, if he's got it.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now Brady. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense. Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A first down throw from Mayfield. That is caught by Cohen. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Dude, I might have to figure out the play, man.
Josh Norman.
Boxed.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and the
Dude,
quarterback is
what
into a
kind
double
of...
team, and it's intercepted.
Dude, Baker.
Picked off
Seriously, dude?
27. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here's Elliott. Tackle made by K1 Short.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Let's see.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, first down. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
You can see the time and
dude, I hate that they jump, bro.
Passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And he completes it to Cohen. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 2-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken short.
That's exactly
what
the
start this drive in
Perfect.
pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Perfect.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Oh, maybe here.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This will be taken at the 10. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Mayfield.
See, boss.
Wide open receiver complete.
I got to be careful
He'll
doing
have it
that.
past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him. In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay,
I just need some chocolate in the back.
No.
He's caught. Touchdown, Texans. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Texans will extend their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result, a Houston touchdown. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Ertz has it left side. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. Oh, what a move. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. And New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that. Now on 2nd and 13. Brady, right side, caught by Jackson. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Deshaun Jackson, 70 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. Brady. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Come on, man. Let's go.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit. Right?
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Mayfield. Flush to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, They use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. And New York set to take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their...
As soon as I say that, he's just out.
Brady'll go down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to fire this thing deep right. He's got a man complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An explosive 38-yard pickup. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Texans will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense?
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. T.J. Watt coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And this is Ertz with it, right side. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And the throw there going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And this is caught by Jackson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game. They've worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Mayfield now. Wide open receiver, complete. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Mayfield to throw it.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Brady caught out left side by Robinson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 40. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
Oh, Tyler. Oh.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 3rd down, Brady. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans are going to win the football game. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And that will
All right, boys. That was not that good, but...
So Houston going to come away here with the victory.
Let's see. I'm not sure how much I got. 44 user bonus is not good. Wow, 23,128. That's horrible, dude. That's horrible. That's going to bounce me out. I could have been... Had I got 24 one more time... Had I got 24 one more time, I probably would have been like number 1, number 2. Maybe even number 3. Dang, yo, that was bad. That was bad. That was bad. Let's see, 215. Wow, dude. Another 1,000 points... No, it would have been 216. No, another 1,000? Or would it have been? Would it have been? Yeah, dude. Damn. Let's see. 215. 884 divided by 9 is 23,987. So, I had it, man. I had it, and I choked. I choked. I'd probably be top 100 until Friday. And Friday we'll do the solo battles, and we will hopefully be ranked. So hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We out.